Hi there. Well, it's bitterly freezing out there. So we've come in the workshop, chucked a couple of logs on the fire. I'll have a waffle about something or other to satisfy my fan club. So good evening both. I'm a bit shaky this evening. I've been mugged. I've been absolutely mugged. I went into a garage and I want to replace a gas cylinder. One of these camping gas cylinders. It's only a little one, little dumpy one, butane. 1.8 kilograms of gas, liquid gas. £23, sir, please. I says, what? £23, sir. I says, you're joking, aren't you? I said, the last time I bought one of these, I says, it was about 11 quid. He says, well, when was that, sir? I said, well, about 10 years ago. He said, it's gone up since then. God, blimey. Anyway, this is only for the boat, and it fits in a little compartment that will only take this size. But it occurs to me, if you buy big cylinders of gas, pro rata, the amount of gas, or the price you pay for the gas, is much cheaper. So in other words, you know, you're being ripped off by buying small quantities. So not this particular video, but a future one. I intend to make some fittings and decant from a larger cylinder, which I'll do for a future video if interest is shown. Gosh, I'm still shaking. So, still on the boaty theme, the couple of fittings I made today. What is it? Good question. This again I will show on a future video, but I've designed this to fit in the corner of the cockpit. This bolts down to the back bench, and these lugs of this stainless tube bolt through the cockpit coamings and through the fiberglass mouldings of the side decks, and this comes level with the top of the coaming. Well, this will be made clear, and it's part of the fishing system I'm making for cages, shrimp nets and this sort of thing. I'm going to make a derrick which drops in here and overhangs the back of the boat and can be swung round the stern, and then the nets can be opened into a tray in the stern, and then the tray hinged at one end can be lifted up and all the debris can be shot back over the stern of the boat. So when the weather warms up and this is fitted on that piece, I hope to show you them in action. Okay, well, a couple of quick little tips on boating. Here's a little empty milk carton. Could be anything really, but this is just a skim milk carton. I use these to take milk on the boat. It's a handy size. What I don't use I can easily bring back, but it's enough to make tea and coffee, and it's ideal. And what I do is I don't chuck them away. I rinse them out, and they're handy for screws and bits and bobs. Another handy thing you can do with them is when I take my car keys, which includes the ignition key, I attach them to one of these. Okay, it looks silly, but it's easy to find, and if it falls in the bilges, well, they should be dropped over the side, at least it will float. So another use for a plastic bottle. While still on the waste not, want not theme, if you cut the top of these off, like so, you've got a very handy receptacle with a handle for cleaning brushes, painting, varnish, stain. Another use for a plastic cup. Well, you may be well interested in my mackerel Gurdy I've made. It's not my design. I copied it from, there's a chap makes them in Northern Ireland, and it's basically built on his design. But as usual, mine's made out of nothing. The actual Gurdy wheel, well, I don't know what it is. It's a resin bonded fibrous material, quite heavy, about 3/8 of an inch thick. A friend was actually taking up the bathroom floor, and they were 24-inch tiles, and he had a few there. I said, "Oh, I'll have them, please." He said, "You don't want some odd tiles?" I said, "Yes, I do, yes, I do." And so I bandsawed the circle out, and to reduce the weight I cut them into spokes. The whole framework and the stripper is stainless 1-inch tube, made from old push pits and pull pits from the boatyard, generally bent stuff. I thought was good enough for what I want. And if I can pan round without the tripod falling round, there you go. This is the part that clamps to the gunnel of the boat, and the roller here, if I can turn that round, goes on the outside, and your line and feathers and mackerel are brought up here. These rollers are quite expensive, but you probably guessed by now the way I make things is here this roller is made up out of 2 rice bowls with the handles cut off and a piece of gas pipe to separate them. And I purchased these from the 99p shop. To buy one of these Gurdys commercially is in the region of about 500 odd pounds. Wrong way. And to date this has cost me less than a tenner. That's the plus side. The downside is that we don't get too many mackerel in this part of the world. About 100 miles south, reasonably common. But we do occasionally get the odd shoal make its way up midsummer. So this will go in the cockpit of my boat, ready for that eventuality. Okay, well, just to conclude this little waffle, as my fire's now dying down and I'm too tight to put another log on. I'm going in. This is a solid reel I've made up for a long line. Again made up of this flooring, this shower room flooring. The offcuts that I've cut off of this have been placed in a water butt, and they've been in there for months and it hasn't delaminated, so it's completely inert. So I shall keep an eye open for this stuff in the future. It's a sort of a resin bonded flooring material, quite excellent. I chuck nothing away. Anyway, I'm getting cold. Thanks for watching. More next time.